Hello, this is Don Anders, and welcome to the Florida Retirement System podcast. And last episode, we talked with Alex, our fictional co-host firefighter. He's about to enter drop, which means he's eligible for the pension option. Congratulations on that, Alex.
Thank you. It's been a long 25-year fake career, and I've seen a lot. I'm feeling good. I love my job, but I am thinking about retirement.
Good. So whether you're going to enter drop or just take the pension option outright and just retire because you don't want to work those extra 5 or 8 years, there's 4 different options. So what I want to do is explain those, but they're really important. So I want to go over to them. We're going to go over them in 4 different episodes. Okay. So this episode, let's talk about pension option 1.
Okay.
All right.
And what is that? And are these in any particular order of preference or
there's no
availability?
So once again, everything's based on your situation.
Okay.
Everyone's different. I see some people that they should have definitely taken option 1, other people option 4. The one that I kind of have an issue with is option 2, and we'll get into that next episode.
All right, very good.
So option 1 is we like to call it pension maximization, and it's pretty much the highest pension option. That is your true pension amount is pension option 1. Now, you might say, okay, well, why doesn't everyone take it, right?
Sure.
You want the most amount of pension?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, are you married?
I am.
Okay. Do you want your wife to be covered?
Yeah,
that'd
be good.
Well, she's not if you pick option 1.
Oh.
If you pick it and you pass away the next month, 2 months, 3 months later, nothing goes to her.
Wow, that's not good.
No. Now, the other pension options are basically life insurance. Okay. So pension option 2, 3, and 4, you're buying life insurance through the state, which is nice. It's guaranteed issue, but it's option 2 is just pretty much a 10-year term. We're going to get into it. But options 3 and 4 are actually based on your spouse's life expectancy. So if you have a younger spouse or about the same age, you might be taking a pretty big cut in your pension to pick option 3 or 4. But you want to cover your spouse. So what a lot of people will do is they'll take option 1 and buy a life insurance policy. Because if you're healthy, the other options can actually be pretty expensive, believe it or not.
And I guess option 1, if your spouse is on a pension plan as well, then that makes 1 more of an option, right? Because then you're not as worried about them
Correct.
getting it if you do pass.
And then so you could, even if and that happens a lot, teachers married to other teachers and state employees will meet each other and marry each other that way. So, but if you could both do the pension option 1 and just buy life insurance. Mm-hmm. So what we see is if you're healthy, it's actually cheaper to buy option 1 with life insurance. Your spouse will get a better benefit because it's tax-free. Life insurance is tax-free. They'll get a lump sum that they can use. And if something happens to your spouse before you or at the same time, that money can go to children. Options 3 and 4 cannot go to anybody else. So if you want to make sure that your children or grandchildren or whatever it is are taken care of, pension option 1's a good option. Now, one other thing to think about, if you take those other pension options, 2, 3, 4, whatever else, you take that reduction. Well, a lot of you are going to get a COLA, cost of living adjustment. If you're hired after 2011, sorry, you don't get a COLA. But if you're hired before, you have a COLA. And that COLA, if you take a $400 reduction, well, now you're not getting that COLA on that reduction you took. So your life insurance policy through the state is actually increasing in cost every single year while your benefit's decreasing because your spouse is getting older and she needs less of a benefit. So my recommendation is if you're married and you're thinking about it, please go and shop a life insurance policy. It's worst case scenario. You find they come back and they say you are not approved or it's more expensive and you're not that healthy. And you realize, okay, well, this is a bargain to choose one of these other options because I can't get approved anywhere else.
And then, so if you're a single person, is pension option 1 is it a no-brainer then at that point?
Yeah. So if you're single, you either have to choose option 1 or option 2.
Okay.
And so we'll get into option 2 in the next episode.
Very good. Thank you, Don.
Thanks. The purpose of this podcast is for educational purposes only. If you want more information, more education, please visit www.frsdrop.com. And that's our webpage where you can download more information. You can register for one of our webinars. You can even request an appointment for our team. And let me stress, this is education and information. Recommendations are for clients. They're for people that we actually meet with. And if you'd like to meet with us, we work all throughout the state of Florida. We'd love to do that. And you can also do that on that website. So once again, www.frsdrop.com. And one last thing before we go, this is a serial podcast, so meaning it's going to be about 15 episodes explaining the Florida retirement system. But please make sure that you subscribe, because if there's any types of updates or anything pertinent to your retirement, we're going to update it on this podcast. There might end up being multiple updates that would be very important to you. So make sure you subscribe, because then you'll get an alert that there's a new episode. Also, if you have someone that would benefit from this, someone that you work with, someone that you know that's in the Florida retirement system, please consider sharing this with them. And please consider giving us a 5-star review.
Don Anders is an investment advisor representative and insurance professional, helping individuals create financial strategies using a variety of investment and insurance products to custom suit their needs and objectives. Insurance and annuity product guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. We are not affiliated with the U.S. government or any governmental agencies. Securities and advisory services offered through Madison Avenue Securities, LLC, member FINRA SIPC, and a registered investment advisor. Madison Avenue Securities and Don Anders are not affiliated companies.